Renee batting .278 on the season so far. The 1-1 just got a piece of it, fouled it back into the catcher's glove, and that'll be strike 2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Runners on first and second. The pitch. That soft dribbler, but off the glove of Lisa Gorski, and will make its way into the outfield. The runner, Hackett, comes in to score, and that will give the Scarlet Raiders the lead. So an error by the pitcher, allowing the runner Hack to come in and score. And that will be the 3rd run of the inning and the 3rd run of the game for Rutgers Newark. It's now 3-2. Looked like a manageable play, and looked like it would be the 3rd out, but deflected to Lisa Gorski's right and made its way out into left field, so it's now 3-2. The first pitch gets behind the catcher, but the catcher, Busa, able to recover, keep the runners from advancing, so that's ball 1. But Ferese now at second from the error, Renee on first. So it's now 3-2, and the Scarlet Raiders looking to add some insurance. The pitch, outside, ball 2. So really just a no good, very bad inning for Lisa Gorski. Now behind 2-0 on Izzy Moss. And that pitch will also miss outside, 3-0. Three balls and no strikes to Moss. Moss not getting the call to start particularly often. This is her 6th start of the year and looking to make the most of it now with potential insurance run on second base with 2 outs. The pitch. That one will catch the edge of the plate for a strike. 3 balls and 1 strike now to Moss. She popped out to the first baseman back in the second. This time up with first and second and 2 out. Pitch. And that one's lifted into shallow left. It could fall in. The shortstop calling, and Bove makes the catch. So that will end the inning. But a huge inning there for the Scarlet Raiders, able to score 3 to take the lead. So it's now Rutgers Newark 3 and St. Joseph's 2 at the end of the 3rd.
Will you invest in yourself today? If you have big dreams but need a college degree to achieve them, then Rutgers University Newark is for you. We'll challenge you to see the world from a different perspective and teach you the skills you need to succeed. Opportunity is being at the right place at the right time. Newark is the place, and your time is now.
Sometimes define hard anaerobics. Can't ever tell Ryan he's actually good at his job when it gets to his head. He likes negative reinforcement. Yeah, he looks like the type, right? Not my thing, bro. Hey, teach his own. Teach his own. Yeah. I thought something was going to happen. Oh, shit, that's true. You know how they're moving upstairs? We just had a whole conversation.
Busa able to make it back in time. So Hobson now ahead 0-2, trying to get out of this inning. The pitch to Brown. And that one's lined over the third baseman's head into left field, and that will score one more. The throw home, and it's mishandled by the catcher Ferese, and the runner scores. Braun advancing to second on the throw. And that will make it now 7-3. So another two-out hit here, bringing in a fifth run of this inning. 7-3, Long Island. We'll have another conference here on the mound. This might be it for Hobson. 3 2/3 innings pitched so far. And yeah, it looks like that will be it. So got knocked around there a bit in that fourth inning, as number 27, Mia Aquino, will now come in to pitch for the Scarlet Raiders, trying to get out of this jam.
What if I told you that this
So we're back here in the top of the fourth. Mia Aquino coming into pitch in relief. Facing Lugo, the first pitch called strike. So Hobson's day is done. 3 2/3, 9 hits, 7 runs, only 3 of them earned. 4 strikeouts as the 0-1 is upstairs, ball 1. Aquino last pitched in game 2 of the doubleheader yesterday, went 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, struck out 3. As that one is lifted foul, the count will remain 0-2 as it goes out of play. The runner, Braun, on second will make her way back to second base. So Lugo 0 for 2 so far in the day, 2 strikeouts, 1 swinging, 1 called, as she watches the 0-2 outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Aquino 1 strike away from limiting the damage here, as that one's grounded to third. The third baseman, Renee, has it, fires in time to end the inning. So a monster inning for St. Joseph's Long Island finally comes to an end. That's 4 hits, 4 runs coming across, only the first one earned, but they now lead it 7-3 in the middle of the fourth. bottom of the fourth now here at Frederick Douglass Park, as Rutgers Newark now behind 7-3. It's the top of the lineup, though, for the Scarlet Raiders. Remus McManus up to the plate, 0 for 2 on the day. First pitch to her, bounces in for ball 1. So what we've seen so far, with when Lisa Gorski is on the base path, she has struggled in subsequent innings, and there she did make her way all around to score. So we will now see if that affects her in the bottom half of this inning, behind 1-0, although it seems the catcher has called time to make some adjustment on her equipment. But now we're all set, ready to get back into the business. 1 ball and no strikes to Remus McManus. The pitch, outside, ball 2. So once again, we're seeing what we saw in these past few innings, some command issues. Two and 0, the count. Once again, outside. So now McManus ahead 3-0, hoping to get aboard with a walk to start this inning off and make some ground back against St. Joseph's. Once again, they're behind 7-3 after a 5-run fourth inning. It's now the bottom of the fourth, the 3-0. And that one right down the middle for a strike, so that'll make it 3 balls and 1 strike. The 3-1. And that one gets away from the catcher, but a called strike, and that will make the count full. So 3-2 now, the count to Remus McManus. The payoff pitch, and that one is hit foul down the first base line. Keeps the count full. This is just the first full count that Lisa Gorski has gotten herself into so far today. But has already walked 4 on the afternoon. Payoff pitch again. Inside, ball 4, so that'll be walk number 5 to lead off the 4th inning. And for the 3rd consecutive inning, Rutgers Newark has the leadoff batter aboard. Kayla Cardozo up to the plate now. She's had a day for herself, 2 for 2. Two singles came around to score back in the 3rd inning. First pitch to her, upstairs, that'll be ball 1. So, as mentioned before, McManus is a base-stealing threat. She's stolen 4 bases in 7 attempts so far in this season. The pitch, and that one's lined softly, and the shortstop will have it, makes the catch, and McManus will make her way back to first in time. That's Bovey making the catch for the first out of this 4th inning. Now bring up Keelan O'Brien up to the plate. O'Brien ground to a fielder's choice and walked and came around to score her 2 times up aboard so far, and now up again in this 4th inning. First pitch to her is down, ball 1. Lisa Gorski taking a moment to collect herself. Now ready, the 1-0. That one's lined right back at the pitcher. She knocks it down. Elith throw back to first, but she is off the bag, Lugo, and that will be an infield single for O'Brien. O'Brien scorched that one off the bat and looked like it may have been a line out, but Lisa Gorski not able to come up with it cleanly. Able to knock it down, though. Fires over to first, but the throw takes the first baseman Lugo off the bag. So now 2 aboard for Maury. Maury hit an RBI single to tie this game back in the 3rd inning. First pitch catches a piece of the plate, and that would be strike 1. So Maury 1 for 2, struck out her first time, and then hit the RBI single back in the 3rd. Can't tie the game here down 4, but certainly could do some damage as that pitch sails low and outside. So it'll be 1 ball and 1 strike. Potential tying run would be on deck. That's the designated hitter, Janiyah Smith. The 1-1. That one on the outside corner. Strike 2. One ball and 2 strikes here. Pitch. That one way outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Lisa Gorski able to go 6 innings, or 8 innings rather, in her last appearance. You've got to imagine with all of these deep counts she's had to make her way into, won't be making it that far in today's game. But for now, the 2-2 is low, ball 3. So once again, the count is full, the second full count of the inning. Payoff pitch to Maury. Upstairs, ball 4, and that will load the bases for the second walk of the inning. And that will bring up Janiyah Smith. She's walked twice so far today. Certainly would use another walk in this situation. And it looks like we'll have a pinch runner now at first. That'll be number 16, Brooke Hilton. So now Brooke Hilton aboard on first base. And Janiyah Smith up to the plate. First pitch, outside, ball 1. Brooke Hilton, a sophomore out of Clark, New Jersey. Hasn't started in too many appearances, but has come in as a pinch runner a few times this season, as she does again. And Smith watches strike 1. The 1-on-1 Smith. Bases are loaded here with only 1 out for the Scarlet Raiders. The 1-1 to Smith. And that one's ground to third base. LaBarba bobbles it and is not able to recover in time. So that'll be an error on the third baseman to score a 4th run now for Rutgers Newark. And that will make it now 7-4, putting the tying run on base. And that one just a scorcher over to third base. LaBarba not able to come up with it cleanly. And it looks like we'll have another pinch runner now, Aliana Figueroa, coming in to run for the designated hitter, Smith. So the bases remain loaded here with 1 out. 2 pinch runners up aboard. And now Maddie Hack will now come up to the plate. She's 2 for 2, double and a single. Now the chance to call back some runs yet again as she watches the first pitch low, 1 ball and no strikes. Figueroa again mostly used in pinch run situations so far this year. As the 1-0 sails to the backstop, the runner coming in, the throw not in time. O'Brien is able to score, and now it is 7-5. So once again, Rutgers Newark able to claw away at St. Joseph's lead. That's a wild pitch by Lisa Gorski, making it now runners on second and third. The 1-0. That's also low, so that's now 2 balls and no strikes. So good heads up there by all the base runners, especially O'Brien, able to make that break towards home and get in, slide in under the tag of the pitcher, Lisa Gorski. Now the 2-0 to Hack, and that one is lifted high but foul down the left field line. That'll make its way out of play, hitting off the rocks. So that'll make the count 2 balls and a strike to Hack. Hack once again hit a double back in the second inning, an RBI single, or rather a single, and came around to score in the third inning. Now up with the tying runner in scoring position. And of course herself a potential go-ahead run. The 3-1 to Hack. Outside, ball 4, so another walk. That's the third of the inning to load the bases up yet again. Potential go-ahead run now on base for the catcher, Forese. Gabriela Forese walked and singled so far in this game. This time up with potential tying run in scoring position, a potential go-ahead run on first base. And it looks like that will be it for Lisa Gorski. So only getting through 3 1/3 innings, gave up 5 runs. Her book might not be closed yet. We'll be back. Emma Rondinella coming in now to pitch for St. Joseph's, Long Island. Rondinella, a junior from Holbrook, New York. The first pitch, and it hits the batter. It rolls to the backstop, and the pinch runner comes in to score, and that will make it 7-6. So a wild pitch to start this inning, or to start this outing rather, for Rondinella, to now make it just 7-6 ball game. The tying run now just 90 feet away. The 1-0, and that one is lifted into shallow left field, going foul, and the left fielder Smith able to catch it in foul territory. So a big second out there for Rondinella, as the third baseman Renee will now come up. Pitcher now, the new pitcher Rondinella, last pitched on Saturday, 2 innings, gave up 5 earned runs, struck out 2. The first pitch to Renee in there for a strike. Renee struck out her first time and got a board due to an error from the pitcher her second time up at bat. The 0-1 in there again, called strikes. Now no balls and 2 strikes to Dana Renee. So it's 7-6. The pitch, and that one's slowly grounded to the first baseman, who flips it over to Eamon, the second baseman, to get out of the inning. But the Scarlet Raiders not giving up a fight, clawing their way back, scoring 3 this inning, making it 7-6. So it's a 7-6 ball game through 4 innings. Top of the 5th now. Eamon up to the plate. Pitch to her. In for a called strike. Aquino will continue to stay out to pitch this 5th inning. We have a defensive change. Laura Abreu at second base now for Izzy Moss. That one's fouled and will make its way back to the backstop. Laura Abreu, a junior from Newark, New Jersey. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. So a nice easy out to start off this fifth inning, and LaBarba now up to the plate. 0 for 2 so far today, grounded out to third and flew at center as she watches the first pitch low, 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0 catches the bottom of the zone, that's a strike. 1-1 now. The 1-1. That one's chopped down the third baseline, foul. 1-2. It's been a very back and forth game so far. St. Joseph went up 2-0. Scarlet Raiders able to make it 3-2. Back in the fourth, St. Joseph came back and made it 7-3. As that one is popped up. First chance here for Abreu. Able to call, make the catch, and 2 easy outs right there. And that will bring up Lisa Gorski, who, even though her day as a pitcher is done, will stay in the lineup as a pitcher, as a batter rather, as she watches the first one low. And she held her swing on appeal to third base. So it'll be 1 ball and no strikes. Lisa Gorski got singled in the second, got on base with error in the fourth. That one will miss inside. Ball 2. After Lisa Gorska, if the inning were to continue, it'll be the left fielder Smith, the 2-0. That one catches the outside corner, 2 balls and a strike. 2-1 will miss low, 3-1. So once again, a very back and forth game after St. Joseph take that 7-3 lead, as that one's popped into shallow center, and is the shortstop Hack able to make the play. Hack and Remus McManus come together. Both look a little bit shaken up. And it seems that the Rutgers Newark coaching staff will now make their way out. It appears that everyone is all right, and the Scarlet Raiders will make their way back to the dugout. So a nice, easy 1-2-3 fifth. Still 7-6, St. Joseph's. Bottom of the fifth now. It'll be Laura Abreu now coming up to the plate, substituted at second base in the top half of this inning. So it'll be her first time up at bat First pitch, in for a strike, 0-1. Abreu batting just .081 on the season. Looking to keep the momentum on Rucker Newark's side. The 0-1 is in the dirt, so 1 ball and 1 strike. You've seen 2-0 St. Joseph, 3-2 Rutgers Newark, 7-3, and now 7-6 St. Joseph's. Now Rutgers Newark looking to reclaim the lead as the 1-1 misses low with 2 balls and a strike. Abreu started most of the games this season, 23 out of 28, getting the day off, but coming in as a substitute as the 2-1 catches the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. After Abreu will be at the top of the lineup again as the 2-2. Misses low, and I'll make the count full. So we have Remus McManus up on deck, and then Cardozo after her. But now 3-2 to Abreu. The pitch outside, ball 4, so a leadoff walk for her first at-bat of the game. Now bring up Mariah Remus McManus, who lined out, flied out, and got on board back in the 4th inning with a walk, ultimately came around to score. Now representing a potential go-ahead run here in this 5th inning, tying run on first base. First pitch to Remus McManus, she shows bunt, and that one will roll foul down the 3rd base line. So 0-1 to start that at bat. And as mentioned before, she's got speed, so don't think that bunt is necessarily a sacrifice. She's stolen 4 bases so far on the season. The 3rd baseman, LaBarba, playing in, once again shows bunt, but holds it back. Abreu having to make her way back to first base. The 0-1 in there for a called strike, so that's 2 strikes now to Remus McManus. Looks like we also have a defensive change for St. Joseph's. Now Jessica Lomo behind the plate catching. The pitch now be high. Evens up the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two and 2 to Remus McManus. Abreu on first. The pitch. That one's grounded in the hole in left field, and that will be a base hit. Abreu will pull in at first. Remus McManus aboard with her first hit of the afternoon. Kayla Cardozo now up to the plate, 2 for 3 on the day, 2 singles, and a line out to short. The tying run in scoring position with nobody out in this 5th inning, so once again a chance to reclaim the lead for the 2nd time for the Scarlet Raiders. The first pitch to Cardozo misses outside, ball 1. The 1-0 on its way. Shows bunt. Bunts it just in front of the bag. The catcher throws and not in time, so that'll be an infield single for Cardozo. We mentioned the speed of Remus McManus, but Cardozo as well able to get aboard with a bunt single, advancing both runners. So now the bases are loaded yet again. The 2nd time this game with nobody out. This time with Keelan O'Brien up to bat, the left fielder. 1 for 2 on the day with a walk. Has scored twice today. Now tying run just 90 feet away as that one's dribbled to the pitcher, who throws it right back home, and the catcher Alamo will keep it in her pocket there. Not attempt to throw at first base, but a 1-3 fielder's choice keeps the game 7-6. Now 1 out. All of the runners advance. The bases will remain loaded. Here's the first pitch, and that's low. Good block there by the catcher, able to keep that one from bouncing back. Destiny Mori up at the plate. That one will miss outside, so now ahead 2-0. Certainly a situation you'll take the walk. That will tie the ball game up 7-7. Now ahead 2-0. The pitch swung through and makes its way to the backstop. 2 balls and 1 strike, but the catcher Lomo able to get to it before any runners try to advance. The 2 balls and a strike now to Maury, who's 1 for 2 with a single and a walk, scored once. 2-1, and that one is lined but fouled down the third base line. So the count's even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Only 1 out here in this bottom of the 5th inning. Tying run on third. Remus McManus, Cardozo, a potential go-ahead run at second. And that one is lifted high down the left field line, chasing foul and over the fence, but foul. So a long foul ball keeps the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just about 5 or so feet left of that foul pole, but 5 feet is more than enough to keep it as a long foul ball. The 2-2 again, swung on and missed, strike 3. So a big strikeout there for Rondinella. Looking to, for the second time in this ball game, recover from having the bases loaded, no outs for St. Joseph. And now the bases remain loaded. There's 2 outs. The first pitch, and that one is lined into left field, and it will drop for a base hit. 1 run is in. Cardozo comes in time, and the runners will move up to second and third. So a 2 RBI base hit to give Rutgers Newark the lead yet again. It is now an 8-7 ball game. And what were we saying before about this being a back and forth game continues to live up to that, as it is now 8-7, Rutgers in the lead. Still 2 outs, runners on second and third. Hack up at the plate. First pitch, she washes outside. Hack 2 for 2, a double, a single, and also walked. Now with 2 more runners in scoring position. The 1-0, and tapped down the first base line. Lugo has it. She'll take it herself, so that will end the inning. But once again, Scarlet Raiders able to take back the lead 8-7 through 5. top of the 6th now, as Smith, the left fielder, watches a called strike. Aquino will stay in the pitch. And a nice easy 1-2-3 5th inning, looking to do the same here. The 0-1, and that one is popped to short. Hack has it, calls it, makes the catch. 2 pitches, 1 out. Now bring us to the top of this St. Joseph's lineup. Going to be Jacqueline Flannery, the center fielder, up to bat. This is now the 4th time through the lineup for St. Joseph. First pitch to Flannery, misses low ball 1. Flannery 2 for 3 on the day, bunt single, and a 3 RBI base hit, as that one is hit through the hole into left field, and that will be her 3rd base hit of the game, 3 for 4 on the day. So the shortstop, Brooke Bovey, now up to the plate. 0 for 3 on the day, a sac bunt, and 2 strikeouts. Pitch, and that one's popped up into shallow center. Remus McManus calling, makes the catch, and that will be the 2nd out. So some weak contact this inning, able to make things go relatively quickly, and just like that, there's 2 outs with a runner on first. Now the catcher, Jessica Lomel, this will be her first time to bat of the season. Came in as a defensive replacement in the prior inning as she watches that one outside. Or no, it caught the outside corner of the plate for strike 1. And there'll be a steal attempt, and the throw will not be in time. So Flannery able to steal a base. This is her 4th of the season. And St. Joseph's not willing to just lay down after losing the lead for the 2nd time today. Instead, we'll now have the tying runner again in scoring position, as that one catches the bottom of the zone. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Loma. Pitch. Outside. Caught the outside corner. Wow, strike 3. So Aquino able to work around the single and stolen base. And another scoreless inning. It remains Rutgers Newark up 8-7, middle of the 5th. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Montgomery, the third baseman. Pitch will sail high and outside. For ball 2. Pitch, and that one is lined over the second baseman's head, but she is able to make her way to it. Heeman makes the catch for the second out. Second baseman Abreu now up for the second time today. She came in as a replacement back in the 4th inning. Walked and made it to third her first time as the pitch will make his way to the backstop for ball 1.
Like every 2 games? Let's see. Yeah. Let's say you go 1 for 4 for like 3 games.
2 outs here in this home 6th inning. Nobody aboard. The 1-0 to Abreu. Misses inside, so now 2-0. Looking to work the count yet again. Abreu already has 7 walks on the season in relatively limited playing time. Really good at working the count, looking to do it again to 2-0. That one catches the zone, 2 balls and 1 strike. So 2-1 now to Abreu. Pitch. Chopped over to third. Third baseman LaBarba has it. Fires across the diamond in time. So a 1-2-3 inning. End of 6th. Scarlet Raiders lead 8-7. Looking to close this out as we head into the 7th inning. Seventh inning now, as Aquino looks to close things out.
So now number 11 is hitting.
Pitch. Misses outside. He's up. The count 1-1. The 1-1. Misses outside, so now it is 2-1. Megan Olson pinch hitting here. The 2-1 misses yet again, 3-1. They're 3 outs away, and Scarlet Raiders getting a win in the first of this doubleheader, but we'll start off with a leadoff walk. Now bring first baseman Lugo up to bat. will go 0 for 3 on the day. She struck out twice and grounded out to third. Third baseman Renee playing in, and she shows bunt. First baseman has it, but has no play to make. Everybody is safe, so that'll be a bunt single. And it's now runners in first and second, tying run in scoring position with nobody out. Eamon now up to the plate. Eamon 0 for 2 and a hit by pitch, and that hit by pitch she ultimately would come around to score back in the 4th inning. Rutgers Newark looking to close this one out on a high note after dropping both to Kane in their doubleheader yesterday. But first, needs to get these final 3 outs against Eamon Labarba and Lisa Gorski. After a quick conference, we're all ready to go again. Eamon coming up to the plate. She steps into her batter's box. First pitch to her. She shows bunt, takes it away, but it is in there for a called strike 1. Especially against this bottom of the lineup. 0-1. She shows bunt again, drops it. The pitcher takes it. Aquino fires to first in time, gets the out. So a sacrifice advances the runners. And it'll now be second and third with 1 out. Alexandria Labarba now up to the plate. 0 for 3 on the day. But now tying run at third, a potential go-ahead run on second as the first pitch misses outside, 1 ball and no strikes. So, again, especially with this lower half of the lineup, which Rutgers Newark has gotten through quite well as that one misses low, ball 2. We're just about attacking the zone, making them put balls in play, and trust the defense to wrap things up here. As the 2-0 is popped up into shallow center, it'll be the center fielder Remus McManus calling everyone off, making the catch. So that will be the second out. And just like that, the Golden Knights are down to their final out, and it will be, quite fittingly, the pitcher, Lisa Gorski, the starting pitcher, coming up to bat. She was 1 for 3, a single, and also reached on an error. Came around to score that time. That was back in the 4th inning. Now up here with a potential tying run on third base, but only 1 out left to go as the first pitch is in the dirt, ball 1. The 1-0. Called strike. Evens up the count. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Caitlin and Lisa Gorski. Pitch. Grounded back to the pitcher, Aquino. Throws over to first. Low throw, but caught. And that will end the ball game. The Rutgers Newark Scarlet Raiders win by a score of 8-7. And that will wrap it up for the first game. We'll be back here in about half an hour for the nightcap. Once again, it's the Scarlet Raiders 8 and the Golden Knights 7.
Huh?